G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozers Metalworks. Welcome back my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozers Metalworks. Nice quick one this week because Rex and I have got a triple birthday to get to later on today. So yeah, we've got to get this done ASAP. So I'm actually a bit of a celebration semi kind of thing this week. One of the GOATs, even though depending on who you ask if they'd agree with that statement, John Cena has retired from in-ring action in the WWE. Great match, ending sucked, but look, thanks John for your years of service, because as a human being you're an awesome dude, especially what you did outside the ring for Make-A-Wish and all the kids you made smile, so thank you for that, and thank you for your years kicking ass in the WWE. Now, I was never a huge fan of his initial gimmick, where he was the rapper, because rap is evil, almost as bad as country music, but there are some rap metal stuff out there that I really like. So I'm doing my top 10, or my favourite, whichever way you want to swing it, rap metal songs. Some of them are released as singles, some of them are just from albums. So we'll get straight into it. We'll start off with Rising by Stuck Mojo. Great song. Was actually featured in WCW many years ago with Diamond Dallas Page, and the video clip was the band performing in a WCW ring, so I thought that was pretty sweet. And now the next we have Rip It Up by 28 Days from the album. Well, actually Rex managed to find the single for that one, so that's pretty good. Then an old classic from the 80s, I think it was the 80s, Walk This Way, Run DMC and Aerosmith. Great song, that one. Then we have Bring the Noise by Anthrax and Public Enemy. That was an absolute banger of a track. Next one we have It's a Lie by Fozzy featuring Bone Crusher. That was actually on the album All That Remains. So the next one we have is Mama Said Knock You Out, and by Five Finger Death Punch featuring Tech 9. That's a great song. Next one we have Take a Look Around by Limp Bizkit. Originally featured on the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack, but also on their album Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavoured Water. Next one we have is American Badass by Kid Rock. Great song, and Undertaker came out to it as his entrance music for quite a while. Rex didn't know how many months or years he came out to that. Next one we have Points of Authority by Linkin Park from the Hybrid Theory album. And the next one we have Boom by POD from their album Satellite. But yeah, that's my pick for top 10 rap metal. Some of them, like Kid Rock and especially Limp Bizkit, there was more than one track that I really liked, so I pretty much picked my favourite one. So go with that. Now some RIPs this week, boys and girls. Rob Reiner passed away during the week. Now I'm not going to go into details how he passed away, it's just crap. But he was, I think he was the director, and he also starred in the original Spinal Tap movie. I'm not sure what else he's been in that I have seen, I just remember that it was definitely Spinal Tap, and I think he had directed the new movie as well. And then of course Jules Gerard passed away during the week. Now if you're my age or even older, you'll know that Jules Gerard played Buck Rogers in the Buck Rogers TV series, which I can never remember if it was the 70s or the 80s, but only did the one season as far as I can remember. But he played Buck Rogers, and it was a great show, so yeah, rest in peace Jules Gerard. And also I'd like to send out my thoughts and prayers to the victims and the families of the Bondi Massacre here in Australia that happened during the week. People are always going on about Muslims this, Muslims that. I went, look, the ironic thing is, the people who did it were Muslims, but the guy who took out one of the gunmen, Ahmed Al-Ahmed, I think his name is, all heroes wear capes. He was a Muslim and he took one of the gunmen out. So he's recovering in a hospital after getting shot. So yeah, thoughts and prayers to everyone involved there. But on a lighter note, I would like to send out a huge happy birthday to my stepdaughter, Jahara, who's turning 21 today. So happy birthday, sweetie. And yeah, until next time, my friends, have a good Christmas. And I'll see you next week. And mosh on.